Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm JDZ Gaming Empire.
Are you all right, Leliana? Are you? I suppose not. Haven was trying.
Okay, I decided to go ahead and start the recording at the war table since the loading takes forever. So let's continue opening up these war table missions. I don't want to do anything that's going to cost power yet. We're just going to open up these ones that are free. Gain Orzamar's friendship. We have received a message from Orzammar knowing an ancient darkspawn threatens Thetis. King Haramont officially declared his support for the Inquisition. Josephine, we remember Haramont from Dragon Age Origins. All right.
At your service.
Ooh, okay, we got a sigil. Our emissaries have returned. Orzammar has pledged to our cause some of the most formidable warriors from the Legion of the Dead. According to the king, they are veteran darkspawn hunters, absolutely fearless. The king also graciously offered to share Orzammar's wealth. He recognizes the threat Corypheus poses. Okay. Specializations for the Inquisitor. I can assure instruction for the legions who want to join, but can we expect the Inquisitor to remain a leader while training with a subordinate? She is a figure of inspiration and should rightly be one of aspiration. Promoting a specialist from within the ranks seems lacking. With due respect to our people, the needs of the Herald are so specific. I recommend looking outside for the best combat specialists to be found, regardless of their regardless of their affiliation. Sir Morris, Quartermaster. Okay, Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
The best of the best have been summoned. Training with these specialists will ensure the Inquisitor's abilities remain at their height. Nice. I guess that's where we can get our specialization skill tree. Power for a price. Formal document with impeccable filigree. This time, the Inquisitor commands a small kingdom. It is time to exercise the weight of her influence. There remain uninvolved and uncommitted lords and ladies, bands and arls, where they could not be engaged with plight or passion. They can be compelled through mercenary means, but there must be a display. Make it known that the Inquisition has weight in the boons, and the dispensations of the powerful will be open to you. Thereafter, she need not curry influence. She could simply buy it. The esteemed Ferris, the representative. Do not display. We will show your reach by simply being where it is most beneficial. Liliana. Josephine, a feat of our own to display the allied and powerful. And Cullen, a grand march. If we are to show weight, show the legion that you command. I'm going to go with Cullen. Formal document with impeccable filigree. Okay. The Inquisition is a sight to behold, a command of legions, hearts, and minds. It is worthy, your Inquisitor is worthy, and my masters are pleased. I will bring my wares, and together we will extend your reach ever further. Now you trade not just in treasures, but in will. The esteemed Ferris, the representative. We got 30 influence for that. Dorian's request. Okay, it's a request for Dorian. Or dare see and be seen. All right, let's start here and then work our way around. Let's go here because we've already started. Okay, this is something for Viv. Madam Ambassador, words cannot express my gratitude for your gracious hospitality at Skyhold. After the events at Haven, one can hardly go anywhere in the Empire without hearing the word Inquisition. I shall be glad to have some facts to add to the wild rumors. I am as aggrieved as you to hear the vicious slander being spread. Justinia V was the best of us. It pains me to think that others would pollute her legacy in such a manner. I travel to Bioware soon. I shall ensure my cousins know the truth of this matter. Sincerely, Comte Renaud de Mior. All right, Josephine. My dear Josephine, I passed along the news of de Mior's visit to a few influential parties and implied that he was perhaps trying to butter both sides of his bread. I would describe the outrage this idea provoked, but that would make this letter indecent, and your spy mistress would abscond with it. You play as beautifully as ever, my dear. I can hardly wait to see what de Mior's next move is. Give my love to your parents. Yours, the Comtesse Elio de Mior. Oh, some gold. Okay, that's Dorian's request. Now that you're in charge, there's something I thought I'd bring up. There are Venatori mages out there lurking in the wilderness. This comes as no surprise to you, since you can't swing a dead cat without hitting one of Corypheus's minions. But these particular Venatori have additional significance to myself. For one, I know them personally. I would call them friends, except that they would imply I didn't want them dead, which I do. Since I have an idea of where they might be, thanks to an investigation I began before coming south, I thought we would put our heads together and track them down. At which point they would sneer something at you and to Venter, and you would be forced to kill them, which makes everyone happy. You for eliminating a potential threat, me for eliminating men and women too stupid and short-sighted to be permitted continued breath. They would be less happy, but who cares about them? Up to you, my lady Inquisitor. Dorian. Let's see. I think maybe we should use a Liliana. Yeah, let's use Liliana. I don't want to use Force. Dorian's leads were effective. The Inquisition found several locations where these Venatori could be hiding. Advanced camps, purpose unknown. If you wish to deal with these mages, I'm certain Dorian would be pleased. I'll mark the locations on your map, should you pass by any on your travels. Okay. Okay, that's completed. A memorial for Haven. Ambassador Josephine, although we have not always seen eye to eye, I believe that on this subject we will be in perfect agreement. I would like to build a monument to the site where Haven stood as a memorial to all those who gave their lives defending the faith. Shall we work together to honor these fallen heroes, Madam Ambassador? Marquise de Relion.
Let us begin.
Please assure the Inquisitor of my deepest regards. Work on the memorial proceeded without incident, and it was unveiled to a crowd of almost 1,000. May it stand forever as a testament to the tenacity of the faith in times of great trial. Marquise de Relion. An edgy dagger grip. Scout Haven Rooms. Inquisitor, per our conversation, I would like permission to send some of the charges to Haven. Our goal is to find any gear lost in Corypheus's attack, check for enemy stragglers, and bring in refugees who have not yet found Skyhold. Lieutenant Primicius Alcalci. Let's use Colin.
Inquisitor.
All right, we've got some more influence. Inquisitor, while most of Haven has been destroyed, the Chargers recovered some lost gear, still intact. They also recovered a number of enemy corpses, in hopes that these might help your experts understand more about the enemy we face. Okay. Gather coin, that's just a standard one that we can always do. Okay. Ooh, Inquisitor's throne accessory.
Inquisitor.
Okay, investigate Frostback Basin. Reclaiming the Mage Rebellion. Fiona, we got word out to everyone we could, but some cells were too remote to reach. We'll need the Inquisition to contact them, at least to let them know the Templars are gone. They are gone, right? Right? Sketch. Josephine. Commander, a lot of mages just showed up. I hope they're friendlies, because if they're not, we're in trouble. Captain Ryland. And we got an enhanced amulet of magic. Okay. Fallow Mire resources. Blood Lotus and Dawn Lotus are both found in the Fallow Mire. The area is also known for Summer Stone and Blue Vitriol. Now that the Inquisition has established a camp in the region, they can instruct men to seek out these resources and send anything they find to Skyhold. Okay, she's talking about elf root. He's talking about stone and metals. And she says whatever they can find. Wherever it's safe. Let's go for stone and metals.
Inquisitor.
Shipment of resources from the fallow mire has arrived. We got some summer stone and blue vitriol. Continuing her predecessor's work. A neatly filed request form, copied in triplicate and delivered to the appropriate parties. Quest. An assortment of flora from southern Ferelden and eastern Orlais, including several uncommon varieties. See attached list. Tissue samples from several common herbivores. See attached list. Access to an accurate map of southern Thedas and records salvaged from Haven. Purpose. My predecessor, Menev, was studying alterations in feeding and migration patterns in several species, following the appearance of the breach. Her work was left incomplete. I would finish it. Signed, Helisima Darrington, Inquisition researcher. Let's see, Liliana. Be faster to purchase than hunt them down. Okay, his soldiers can gather. It will double as a training exercise for new recruits. Let's do this.
To work?
Okay. Formally submitted report. Current progress and findings. Certain herbivores appear especially sensitive to disruptions caused by the rifts. Migration and mating habits have been impacted. Ramifications on predator behavior apparent but warrant further study. Additional notes. In studying alterations in animal behavior, I have uncovered something the Inquisition soldiers may find useful. Human behavior is similarly unpredictable. I will continue to pursue this line of research until otherwise noted. Signed, Helisima Daringer, Inquisition researcher, and we have a corrupting rune. I think that's really good, if I remember correctly. Okay, Hinterland's resources. Oh yeah, we needed something. Onyx, that's right. Hinterlands is a notable source of elf root and onyx. Inquisition forces at camp could search for these resources and arrange shipment to Skyhold. We needed onyx to fulfill a requisition. Yeah, Colin.
Inquisitor.
Our shipment of resources from the Hinterlands has arrived. Onyx. I thought we needed onyx. I looked all over for it and didn't see it. Conscript for the Inquisition. Well, that settles it. We face a darkspawn magister who commands something that looks suspiciously like an archdemon. I defy anyone to tell me that this is no blight. We have Blackwall's treaties and we have cause. Thedas will require little persuasion. Josephine. Let's use Josephine.
Inquisitor.
I'll need larger coffers soon. You made the right decision. Josephine. Round pommel. All right, and this one is the only one left that doesn't require power. New to the crew, a young hopeful. A note in careful handwriting from the youth who recently arrived. To the Inquisition, I found bandits stalking your patrols. They are the usual kind, and I can show your people where they are. I'd have tried to stop them, but they have swords, and I don't. If you have extra, I will help. I want to help. D. Sutherland. Huh. Oh, we're talking. Well, he says he wants to help. He does not have the equipment. Let's use Cullen. Sutherland lad reported back the bandits were cleared with minor spoils. He may have potential. Cullen. Gold. All right, I think that's it on this side of the map. Let's go over to Orlais. All right, start this way, and we'll go clockwise. Stop war between Navarra and Tevinter. Consider, both Tevinter and Navarra were fighting against Venatori entrenched along their border. The battle showed no signs of abating until the Inquisition sent soldiers who pulled victory out of a seemingly insurmountable defeat. Both sides have attempted to claim this portion of land in the past, and both are attempting to do so again. Excuse me. Only the presence of our soldiers prevents them from beginning a war. We cannot allow this to happen. For the moment, each side is grateful enough to listen to our advice, and we must convince them to send their armies home. I will press on both sides, call upon all favors to do this. Ambassador Josephine. Okay?
Inquisitor?
Through the efforts of hundreds of negotiators, allies, and a few personal connections, Navarra and Teventer have grudgingly issued orders for their soldiers to return to their respective cities. The contested land has been split down the middle. We have averted a war today. I will add nothing more, for there is no higher reward to ask for. Proudly, Ambassador Josephine and 100 influence. Okay. Liberate Empress du Leon. Okay, that's a major quest there. It costs 20. A battalion for Sarah and Virgil. Commander, we have verified Sarah's claims about Virgil. Several displacements of refugees were deliberate in what appears to be an attempt to destabilize land claims. While there would be no direct gain for involving the Inquisition, increasing our presence could have unexpected results. In any case, it is a trivial matter to divert troops to march through the city. Lieutenant Estiol. Okay, Cullen. We marched without incident, although I have it on good authority that there were many closed-door meetings among Virgil nobility. Several useful names have sent diplomatic envoys, and potential future gains may be impressive. Do not tell Sarah I said so. We got some influence. Okay, Emerald Groves. That costs power. It's only 8. Investigate the Exalted Plains is power. Alliances observing the deadlock. It was to be expected in the wake of so many important deaths and the rise of the Inquisition. Several noble houses are attempting to spur their fortunes by crafting an alliance of their own. For now, they seem mired in arguments of seniority. It will be a long time before any of them threaten our standing. Let's use Colin. Despite their intent to craft a political entity to oppose us, these noble families are too embroiled in their own conflicts to even acknowledge us. We have acquired some additional trading partners who are tired of waiting for a winner to emerge. Some gold. Judgment, the magic used in Redcliffe. Alexius has been put to work as a magical researcher for the Inquisition. The spell he used in Redcliffe was incredibly complex. Even he doesn't understand all of the theory behind it, but he has confessed it was only possible to cast because the breach has thinned the veil. Alexius can look into applications of the theory for safer use. Yes. He's been given all the books and equipment he requires, so let's see if he will prove useful. Here are the results of my research. I trust they're satisfactory. Your spy master said she might let me stroll around without my shackles if they please you, but sing no false praise on my account. Hereon Alexius. An enhanced cooldown amulet. Nice. Okay, so maybe he's going to turn out to be pretty valuable. Locate Rise and Evangeline. Sister Liliana. Per your request, after seeing that no mage named Rise was present at the conclave at the time of the explosion, I began my search. It appears, based on reports gathered from rebel mages, that Rise had originally intended to be at the conclave, but the former Templar Evangeline persuaded him not to attend. She believed corruption within the Templars sought to exacerbate the conflict, and this merited investigation. Evangeline was last seen not far from Val Furman, where a merchant described her as fighting other Templars and being taken, injured, but alive. Rise came through the area not long after, searching for her. Forests near Val Furman offer many places to hide, but the Inquisition could track down these renegade Templars if you so order. Yours in service, Walker. This was what Dorian was telling us about the story. Let's use Liliana. Okay, Evangeline and I owe you our freedom, indeed our very lives. I am greatly saddened to hear what happened at the Conclave. I truly hoped for a peaceful end to this conflict, and the death of so many good people is a tragedy. Our own investigation took us to renegade Templars using a strange new red form of lyrium. I am chagrined that they were powerful enough to subdue us. Although your agents tell us that these red Templars serve as shock troops for the enemy, who has had both mages and Templars dancing to his tune. Evangeline and I need to recover from our wounds, and our presence at Skyhold will only cause tension with the rebel mages you brought into the Inquisition. Once we are healed, we would be honored to serve. Yours, Rise, Senior Enchanter, Equatorians. There is a note below, presumably added by Cole. I asked you not to do this. I was upset until it saved them. This is good. Oh, it wasn't Dorian, it was Cole. Oh, yeah, he was upset, but now he's happy. Okay. Deploy Rise and Evangeline, and then we got a sigil. Okay, stop venatory activity in the west. That cost a whole lot of power. A friend in Corinus. According to Dorian, while most Deventer Magisters are not Venatory supporters, they will also not raise a finger to prevent the Venatory from wreaking havoc in the south. There are some, however, who see the cult for what it is and are trying to expose it. A Magister contact in Corinus by the name of Malvarius Tilani is attempting to introduce a law in the Imperial Senate which would see Venatory activity sharply curtailed in Deventer. Dorian suggests that quiet Inquisition support of Malvarus would be beneficial and ultimately could drum up support from other Magisters fearful of what Corypheus represents. Quiet support, so definitely not Colin. She's talking about Armin, the Magister. Let's use Josephine.
Inquisitor?
You didn't get any rewards? What? Considerable as your sport has been, I'm saddened to report my motion died on the Senate floor, although I am hardly surprised. My fellows in the Magisterium don't enjoy the thought of having their freedom limited in any fashion. That was, however, hardly the point of the motion. It was a statement that needed to be made, and your support allowed me to make it far louder and clearer than I ever would have on my own. So I thank you. With any luck, this will draw support from those who feel as I do. It will also draw fire from Venatory cultists still in the shadows. But I say, let them come. I will not back down in the face of such fools. I'm sending along a few things which I hope will aid your efforts, and I will see what more I can drum up. Give my love to Dorian. The poor boy is such a hothouse orchid. He must be wilting in the cold. Magister Malvarius Tilani. They didn't give us anything. That's... Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so this is like a two-parter. I received some news from Malvaris. It seems her little resistance has drawn support, just as she hoped it would. Thing is, that support comes in the form of idealistic magisters with no real power, while the ones who might see her group as a threat are the true heavy hitters. Reading between the lines, I'd say Malvaris is in more hot water than she lets on. She's crafty, but she could use more help right about now. Or the resistance might die on the vine. Up to you, but if you ask me, any enemies of the Venatori should be friends of ours. Dorian. Liliana, allow me to handle this. Eliminate one of her enemies, and the rest will believe she could strike at them with impunity. They will back off. Josephine. The Inquisition is now a force to be reckoned with. even into Venture, openly declare our support for the resistance. Now, I don't think we should kill anybody. Let's use Josephine again. Definitely not Colin. Let's use Josephine again. Open our support of Magister Tiliana had both good. Our open support of Magister Tilani had both good and bad results. The Imperium looks on the Inquisition with scorn, primarily based on its religious views regarding the Herald of Andraste, but they also view our growing power with respect. Magister Tilani sent her thanks and tells me that her opponents have backed off for the time being. She sent along some additional supplies to use as you see fit, and some Carastian candies, which you will pry from my cold, dead fingers, Josephine. Enhanced chain lightning ring. All right, now that's complete. I'm thinking that we could probably Serpent of Navarra. This must be like 2 parts to this. Inquisition agents have uncovered a potential problem in the nation of Navarra. A Tevinter mage by the name of Virelius has recently been noted in the company of King Marcus, and rumors comment on how strange it is for a new advisor to be so closely needed. There is evidence to indicate that Virelius is a member of the Venatori. Having the Navarran king under their sway would give the cult a great deal of power and hinder the Inquisition's ability to operate in the north. Okay, we have Liliana eliminate the advisor and the supporters by any means necessary. Colin, wait for this advisor to leave the capital, then send a force to ambush and capture him. You should tell King Marcus that what his advisor truly is. Convince him to see the light. Inquisition forces waited until Virelius left the royal palace in Navarra, watching until we were certain his goal was to report to his superiors in the Tevinter city of Trevis. Then we struck. I'm told that our agent, a reaver named Tamar, cut a bloody swath through their ranks, and Virelius himself was captured. We recovered various artifacts he carried. Reports state that King Marcus came to his senses, as if awakening from a dream. The Venatori threat in Navarra has been eliminated. Colin. Good. And we got an ice staff. All right. Now, I'm thinking we can probably do some of these lower cost power. So let's go ahead and do this one. Colin, our spies looked into the breakdown of contact between Val Royeaux and Imperial Army forces in the Dales. Troops on both sides agreed to cease hostilities, then retreated to their camps to await the outcome of peace talks. What occurred after the withdrawal is a mystery. The last communique from Gaspar's marshal reported a rash of desertions. After that, silence. I agreed that this warrants further investigation. Do what you will, and my agents will lend support. Liliana. Okay. Oh, I hope this isn't going to take us somewhere. Okay, just unlocked a new area. We have established an outpost in the Exalted Plains. Lead Scout Harding is en route and awaiting further orders. Okay, just a new area unlocked. No, I do not want to venture there now. Not now. All right, let's do this. Make contact in the Emerald Graves. We've been contacted by a Fairbanks who says he has information of value to the Inquisition. He offers a trade, the information in exchange for the Inquisition's help in eliminating a dangerous rebel band calling themselves the Free Man of the Dells. There have been reported sightings of these rebels all over the Dells, where they have caused significant problems for Elysian troops. Uprooting them could be a good move for us. First, let us see what Fairbanks has to say. He is hiding out somewhere in the Emerald Graves, a legendary Dalish forest. My spies report that he is well acquainted with the area and its terrain. He could prove a useful asset if we choose to trust him. Liliana. At your word, I'll send emissaries to meet with Fairbanks, along with hidden agents to watch him. This, I assume, is going to open up another new area. Lead Scout Harding made contact with Fairbanks and his men in the Emerald Graves and had a run-in with the rebel freemen of the Dales. They are as violent as we've been led to believe. As for Fairbanks, Harding was unable to coax much from him. He will only share what he knows with the Herald of Andraste, it seems. Fairbanks is holding his information close to his chest. I wonder if it might relate to something bigger than just the freemen of the Dales. If there is a chance at all, then we must learn all we can from him. Harding has set up an outpost in the Emerald Graves. Be careful, Inquisitor. The Forest of the Graves is treacherous and home to enemies both new and ancient. Ooh. Nope, not yet. Okay. Emerald Graves resources available. Okay. And the same here. All right. Emerald Graves are known for the rare herb Embrium. The metal pyrophyte can also be found there in its dormant state, of course. Camp now established in the forest, Inquisition forces could be sent out to collect these resources for transport back to Skyhold. Rare herbs. Ooh, yes. Ooh, rare herbs or pyrophyte? Which one? I'm going to use Josephine and say whatever are easiest to collect.
At your service.
Oh, we got both. Our shipment of resources from the Emerald Graves has arrived. All right, let's get this one. Exalted Plains are an excellent source of the herb Rashvine, and there are still several Viridian mines in operation, though convincing the locals to return to work might not be easy. Now that a camp is established in the region, Inquisition forces can search for these resources, send them back to Skyhold. Rashvine for Liliana, Viridian for Cullen. I think I'm just going to use Josephine for these.
Inquisitor.
Yeah, then we can get a little of both. All right. Okay, let's go over here. We're almost done. Almost done. Yeah, that's 16. Disaster in the deep roads. Oh, okay, let's deploy Rise and Evangeline, because that's new from on the other side. Inquisitor, we have recovered from our wounds and are ready to serve the Inquisition as you see fit. Evangeline has friends among the Orlesian nobility who may listen to our cause, and I am familiar with several caches used by the rebel mages. Or, if you prefer, we would be honored to join the Inquisition troops near Val Furman and fight the forces of Corypheus as best we can. Yours in service, Rise and Evangeline. Okay, so Liliana, the caches Rise speak of might yield something of value. Passionate word coming from a good family might bring the Inquisition a great deal of gold. An experienced Templar and powerful mage would greatly increase our military strength. I think I'm going to do that. Man, it's talking about loot here. I'm talking about strength here. Let's do this. Visitor, we are honored to serve the Inquisition, and we will leave straight away. I pray that you defeat Corypheus, whatever he is, soon. It's terrifying to see demons pour into the world, endangering innocent people. And as a medium, I have studied spirits at length. I know many of these poor creatures meant no harm to this world, and were drawn into it against their will, corrupted through no fault of their own into something dangerous. I once called such a creature my friend. I lost him in the rebellion and never had the chance to offer forgiveness for the mistakes he made, or help him find his way back safely into the Fade. For the sake of both this world and that of the spirits, I wish you success. Both Evangeline and I will fight tirelessly on your behalf. Yours, Rise. There's a note below, presumably added by Cole. He remembers. Influence. That was 16. This is Okay, let's do this. Investigate Frostback Basin. Minimum, ooh, suggested level 20. Okay, no. Is this? This might be DLC. They're talking about minimum level 20. Yeah, let's not do that. Right? Let's see about this. Disaster in the deep roads. The Inquisition has received an urgent request for aid from Orzammar. A subterranean earthquake has collapsed one of their lyrium mines and endangered several others. Even worse, tunnel seals preventing darkspawn from overrunning the dwarven-occupied deep roads have crumbled, allowing hordes of the enemy to invade. Orzammar is a key provider of the Inquisition's lyrium supplies, and as such, its security is a top priority. The earthquake opened a fissure in the Storm Coast Mountains, granting direct access from the surface to the threatened region underground. Constructing a mining lift at the fissure site will permit the Inquisition to transport forces directly to where darkspawn fighting is fiercest. Okay. I know where to find people who can build a mining lift quickly and safely. That's Liliana. Colin, we need to move quickly to contain them. I'll dispatch my best people to the Storm Coast at once. Josephine. Orzammar has the experts we need to build such a lift. At your discretion, I can hire a team of their best construction workers right away. Let's use Josephine. A construction team arrived in the Storm Coast Mountains and set up a mining lift to transport Inquisition forces from the earthquake fissures opening down into the deep roads. A report sent by Messenger Bird. Inquisitor, the mining lift in the Storm Coast Mountains will be finished by the time you get here. Anyone going into the deep roads should dress accordingly. Don't skimp on the armor and bring the best weapons in Skyhold's arsenal. I also recommend packing plenty of dry rations. Most things down there will be looking to eat the Inquisition, not the other way around. Scout Harding. Ooh, sounds dangerous. Nope, not yet. Okay, let's back over here real quick. That I'm gonna wait on. We have 30 power left. Look how quickly we used all that power. All right, let's go ahead and do this one. Liliana's spies have discovered orders from the Venatori's high-ranking commanders. A large number of mages are traveling westward to excavate something of great value to our cause. The Inquisition must find whatever its enemies are searching for. The region is vast, but Liliana is ready to put her network to use in tracking down Corypheus's minions. Venatori is sending some of their best scholars into the wilderness. Let us discover precisely where they are heading. All right, let's use our power. Okay, we've got a new area unlocked. Stop Venatori activity in the west. Venatori are camped in a place known as the Hissing Wastes. They're working their slaves to death, digging old buildings out from the sand. The Inquisition should step in quickly because if it doesn't, I'm going to bash the Venatori's heads in. And you'll need a new scout, lead Scout Harding. We're not going to go there yet. All right. Okay, waste. All right, let's collect this. According to scouts at the camp, this remote region of the wastelands has a number of resources of use to the Inquisition. Both Deathroot and Vandal Ari can be found along the rocky crags, though they are rare and quite dangerous to collect. Deposits of lazurite still exist in ancient mines, and expeditions could push into the mountains to look for navarite and volcanic aurum. The scouts could look for these resources and send them back to Skyhold for use. I'm going to use Josephine, see if we can get a little of everything.
Inquisitor.
Okay, we've got lazurite and Vandal Auraria from the Hissing Wastes. I think that's going to be it for now. Yep, we only have enough power anyway. So finally, we've cleared what we could off the map, and only a couple of things left that require power. Jeez, that took 40 minutes. I think my plan is to go back to the hinterlands and try and maybe clear out most of it, if not all of it. I don't know what level that dragon is there, but I want to definitely go back to the hinterlands and just get it done. The hinterlands is so large and it takes so long to get through. Oh, cutscene. Who's this? Oh, okay. Look at all the things coming in. Talk to Sarah about the march. There's just all kinds of goodies happening. Here lies the abyss. That's a main storyline. All right. Woof. Lots going on here. Specializations for the Inquisitor. Time has come for the Inquisitor to master a combat technique only the best trainees will do. Speak to the trainees. Ooh, put that on. One less Venatori. We need to kill 3 Venatori for Dorian, or with Dorian. The virtual march. Talk to Sarah about the march. All new fated for her. Find the spirit with Solus in the exalted plains. Okay, anything else new in here? No. Okay, those are all companion quests. All right, that's going to wait where we travel to the deep roads. Okay, that requires the war table. We need to collect shards to finish this off. Okay, Frostback Basin is the DLC, the Jaws of Hakon. Yeah, we should be able to get some of these things done. Oh, I thought we needed something else. I thought we needed onyx at the hinterlands, but it's obsidian. Okay. All right. Sand and run, the hissing waste that requires more power. More elf roots, quarries. Rune crafting. Recruiting an arcanist will allow the Inquisition to craft runes to enhance weapons and armor. Craft a rune in the Undercraft. Oh, we're definitely doing that before we leave. Okay, the Storm Coast we had already opened up, but this is new. Keeping the Darkspawn down. We already did this, so that should be available. All right, let's go talk to the trainers. Where are the trainers? Where are the trainers? That's Colin. That was there before. Okay, the trainers are down here near Blackwall. All right, let's go. Which is Colin. Blackwall, back this way.
Not so standard. That'll guide the dragon.
Oh, that's Sandra. Okay.
That easy?
Never said it'd be easy, but we win, so it won't come.
Hey, Colin, you got anything new to say?
Yes?
Is there anything I should know?
I believe Dagna has settled in well. She's certainly very cheerful.
Is
Dagna?
that a bad thing?
I'm concerned she'll cheerfully blow up Skyhold with one of her experiments. The risk is small at present.
Dagna was a dwarf from Dragon Age Origins who wanted to study magic. And we sent her to the Circle of Magi, if I remember correctly, so she could study magic. Her dad was not too happy. So we need to definitely go see her. She's in the Undercroft, I believe.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
What do you think of our ambassador?
We have little in common. How she delights in meeting with nobles all day is beyond me. But I enjoy working with her.
How do you like working with Leliana?
The Inquisition would not exist without her. I may not always agree with her methods, but she's more passionate about our cause than anyone. Cassandra may have declared the Inquisition publicly, but Liliana is just as responsible for its formation.
Are you satisfied with the Inquisition's forces?
Our soldiers are well disciplined and committed to the cause. Templars and mages are not used to seeing each other as allies, but they are working together well enough thus far.
Okay.
I should let you get back to work.
All right. Find the trainers. They are around this way. What is that? Did we read this already? I'll match best I can, but there are two substructures here. Skyhope was built in stages or rebuilt. Is this where we want to invest? If it's fallen before, how can we be sure it won't fall again? Jane, foundation repair. 2 words. The Inquisitor, invest, and commit. We are strong as the will of the weakest of us. Sandra Pentecost. Sandra done laid it down. All right, let's go on over here.
That
It's
monster. He's
secret.
a magister. They eat babies and burn everything.
Oh,
I
that
heard the
person.
same about humans.
Are they new?
You did not. We're noble.
Secret?
You get a title, I get the boot. I see how it is. I mean, thanks for my life. Pleased to serve.
You don't seem too pleased to serve. Over here. I don't remember this person being here.
Inquisitor, you have come to the attention of the powerful, and I am the response. Monsieur Faris at your service. You will find my wares unique. I sell influence.
Maybe this was from one of the war table missions. Okay, his stuff is that's not expensive. What is that? That's for a warrior only, okay. That's all he sells? Oh, okay, and then he sells. Whoa. This is expensive. What is this stuff for? Let's see. Perendel Entente Cordial. An agreement of friendship with the historically disputed territory is signed by the governor of Perendel and promises resources from Perendel's famed mines. Grants a major increase to Inquisition power and influence. I don't know about spending 7,000 coin on that. These are cheaper, but still. Interesting. Increase to power and influence. I don't want to have to buy power and influence. I want to earn it. So I'll have to think about that. All right, let's go over here to these trainers. Three eyes. Ooh, look at your armor.
You're the Inquisitor, hmm? Honored. Don't ruin it.
Ruin it?
By pretending to something you're not. If you want things just so, what I have to teach will be lost on a fool. Your people asked for an artificer. My name is Three Eyes. Let's get started.
Thank you for coming. Craftsmen are always welcome.
Enough of that. Treat it like a craft, you're dead. The Artificer builds for battle. We survive through detail and efficiency in equal parts. What some forget is that artifice, not artistry, sets the better snare. Save the soul for a showpiece. You don't want to love your toys so much that you're picking rivets off the field. Makers need some distance, dignity.
Okay.
You used the term makers. Why?
The Chantry won't teach you this, but it's obvious. The Maker is an artificer, the first. He crafted his traps, his children, set them loose to do his will, then turned away. Every battlefield is a world we shape. We decide the landscape, and when we're done, we turn away. Artificers are makers.
Why are you called Three Eyes?
Every toy I place is another weakness gone. Another eye to watch the enemy. I can be everywhere on the battlefield, and so can you.
What makes this better than other disciplines?
Nothing beats the preparation of a good trap. Let a child rush about the field. I know where my enemy is forced to be. That look in their eyes when they know they've lost, it's all the sweeter when they don't even know why. We control, we shape, we command. The fool who fights the Artificer dreads every step.
Okay, so they're more or less like trap layers.
Do you make showpieces like Varric's crossbow, Bianca?
I know both names.
Oh.
And?
He holds it too tightly. Things are things. If a trap saves your life, do you thank it or your hard work? I don't teach vanity pieces. I show you how to survive.
Okay, if we say this, well, we don't have a choice. We don't even have the capability to say goodbye. I don't want to select this because this is not the path that we're taking.
I'm ready to start learning.
You need tools. And to walk some simple paces. Here are instructions to follow. Your last, so far as I'm concerned. After this, you instruct the course of every fight. If you've the patience.
Okay, so I think, if I remember correctly, how this works, talk to everybody, see what they need. They're all going to give us something to collect. And then we decide which path we want to go down. All right, let me look at that. The way of the Artificer. Construct the proper tools, study the methods to use them, and Three Eyes will reveal the secrets of the trap-laying Artificer specialization. Collect spines from alpha quillbacks at Nazar's Pass, the canyons near Old Prison Road in the western approach. Readings can be found among the belongings of followers who share this discipline, or if unavailable, among the wares of the book merchant in Bioware. So we can either look for these. We have to find all these things. And if we don't want to look for the writing of the methods, we can go by the book. Is the way I'm reading that. All right, let's go talk to the next person. Kim?
This is a fine fortress. It's very quiet. I wonder if you tire of quiet. I am Keem, Inquisitor. I bring the Maelstrom, the Tempest. Are you interested?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I am ready to give your tutelage my full attention.
Your full attention. Dangerous. They say you're in charge. I say, from where? From the thick of things? From the fore? That's how you create victory. You wade in, smash a glass, make a mess, and change the battle from within. You may think you now lead, but when you're the Tempest, you're someone to follow.
What do you mean by smash a glass?
I mean exactly that. We use concoctions to cover ourselves in the elements.
Like potions?
Battle is no time for sipping. We use flasks of elements and smash them fast. It makes a mess, Inquisitor. That appeals, or it doesn't.
Is this a magical talent? Or a study in brewing elixirs?
No, Inquisitor, I will not assign a circle reading list or instruct the basics of brewing. Let your people do the preparation. I teach how to survive what we do.
Is your name a title? Keem seems underwhelming.
Should it be Tornado or Gale? Bluster Kerfuffle, master of windy import. Tempest is simplicity. Unpredictable does not mean foolish. Spirited does not mean arrogance. Let your enemies make those mistakes and pay the price time and again.
Why would this suit me?
It suits you if you make it suit. There's no way to make elemental chaos sensible if you're not the type. The enemy will know you're coming, but like a boat before the storm, what can they do besides batten down and pray? The Tempest leaps where they shouldn't, and makes the battle fit them. Is that you?
Yes, it is.
Very well, let's see where this leads.
Grand. But first, we set the conditions. This instruction, the first and least, will show the path your storm will take. Small steps, Inquisitor. The last of the calm.
Okay, so for this, let's go to the journal. The way of the Tempest. Fill a bottle of smoke. Study the methods required to use it, and Kim will reveal the secrets of the Tempest specialization. Kill demons to fill essence containment apparatuses at Apostate's Landing, Long River, and Storm's Solitude in the Storm Coast. Readings can be found among the belongings of followers who share this discipline, or, if unavailable, among the wares of the book merchant in Valroyo. Okay, so we already have some spirit essence, and we need to collect essence containment apparatuses along with the writings. All right, there's one left.
I received a bird. It had a note. Now I am here.
You're here to train me?
Ah, that is it. The Inquisitor wishes to become more than Inquisitor. Perhaps she wishes to walk in shadow, even as she is bathed in light. To save life through inflicting death. Childish notions. The profession of assassin has no time for it.
Your profession has my respect. I'm eager to learn.
Really? We shall see. Let me first say, she does not want to be an assassin. Any more than she would wish to be a sword or a cudgel. Such are the weapons of others. They lack intent. She must become her own assassin. There is a difference. Let me next say, death has nothing to do with it. Death is the payment, the byproduct. Our way is between life and death. It is a door through which she will send others.
Is there a danger to this?
The trite answer is that there is a danger to everything, but also a use. There is no physical cost, no corruption, only action. She may come to see others as mere things. That can be off-putting.
I know of the Antivan Crows and the Bards of the Game. Are you similar?
They are servants. The Inquisition did not request a servant. They asked for the means. I am a trainer, and as such, I am not tethered. Some find that freedom unsettling. That is my servant.
Tell me the benefits.
Our way is the sudden strike that overwhelms. The leap from shadow and back. We hit where and when it hurts most. In so doing, we send a message. No others invite death so efficiently. That is what the assassin offers.
Okay, what do you require?
I'm ready to start learning.
She is willing. Will it always be so? There are tasks, processes, ways to train the mind and body. They require simple motions. First steps. Then we shall see what she may become.
Okay. So, let's take... Okay, we had to actually speak to all three of them. Way of the assassin. Craft a proper knife. Study the methods required to wield it. And ere will reveal the secrets of the assassin specialization. Kill guild leaders for their tokens at the East Side Hills, the Flats, and the Black Fens in Crestwood. Readings can be found among the belongings of followers who share this discipline, or, if unavailable, among the wares of the book merchant in Bioware. While a rogue can only truly specialize in one style, studying others can still be of considerable benefit. So I guess what this is trying to tell us is, even though we decide to go a certain route, we can maybe look at getting the components for all three of them and then making our decision. Oh, we already killed one assassin guild leader and got his token. Wonder where we did that at. Okay, so we need... if I didn't say it before, my specialization is going to be Tempest. Okay. That is going to do it for this episode. A lot of reading, but all the reading is done except for the codex entries. And when we come back, we're going to go to the Undercroft and see if we can speak with Dagna. I'm excited to see her again. Anyways, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you are enjoying this playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition. And if you are, I appreciate you giving this a thumbs up, this video, and subscribing if you're not already a subscriber. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.